I think I did a pretty good job for my first time. Like, I've never messed with no bleach. I've never messed with no volume. Like, girl, this was my first time. And I'm proud of myself. You know? Girl, I'm stepping my game up. Come with it.
Cut it, cut it, hey, cut it, cut it, cut it, hey, cut it. Cut my check, coming for the neck. Take what I want, cause I earn my respect. I be the connect, expect to get left, unless you gon' get right. What the hell did you expect? Como se dice, se pato o plomo, but taking it easy like poco.
Hey you guys, and welcome back to Half Baked Hair Reviews. I'm Angelique. If you're returning, as always, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're new to this channel, just make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos weekly. So today I'm coming back to you guys with something a lot different for me. I've never bleached a unit before, but today I tried out bleaching the knots, and I'm actually pretty excited with my results. This was my first time, and I feel like I did a pretty good job. So the unit that I decided to bleach the knots on is a unit that I've had for over a month now, so it's pretty much a revival video as well as a bleaching knot for the first time sort of video. So this unit is the MHLF519 BRAELYNN. It is of course from the Bobbi Boss. It is a 13x4 HC lace parting space. It does come with baby hairs, 2 comes in the front, 1 comes in the back, your adjustable straps, all that jazz, all that goodness. And of course, if you're interested, I do have an initial review on this as well as a revival video, so make sure you check that out. I will link that down below just in case you're interested. So this unit, I did go in and pluck it out some more. I did go in and bleach the knots. So let me just show you the products that I use. So I went in with the L'Oreal High Performance Quick Blue Bleaching Powder. That's extra strength. A lot of people do go in with purple shampoo to just neutralize the color to make it have less of a brassy feel after you apply the bleach. I didn't feel like getting that additional shampoo. I did just go in with the quick blue because it is already a blue tinted bleach. Now I do think in the future I probably would go in and additionally pick up some purple shampoo, you know, to jazz it up just a little bit, but I feel like for the most part I do like my end result. And so I used 1 cup of the quick blue bleach, and then I also went in with my 20 volume argan oil hair color cream developer. Now, based on the directions of the quick blue box, it tells you to go in with 1.5 to 2 fluid ounces of the argan oil, which I just found out would be a 1/4 cup. So I did not actually end up going with a 1/4 cup because I wasn't sure what the measurements were initially. So I did go in with about 4.5 capfuls of the 20 developer. I mixed it around. I made it sort of this like creamy mixture, and I do think I am definitely learning. This is a learning and growing process. I think in the future I would probably keep the mixture a little less creamy, a little more cakey, if that makes sense. Not necessarily super clumpy and cakey, but just thicker than I had it and not as smooth as an application. I didn't go and apply it super hard on the lace. I just went in with a light and delicate touch because, like I said, this was my first time, honey. So I just went in and I applied it all over the whole entire frontal, focusing mainly on the front, focusing mainly on the hairline of it, since that was my most important part. And then I just mixed it around, laid it on there. I left it on there for 20 minutes, and then I just went in, washed it out, and I thoroughly, girl, got in there and scrubbed that bleach out as much as I possibly could. And then the products that I went in with as far as shampoo and conditioner are, I went in and applied like a crazy amount of this Bedhead Recovery Moisture Rush shampoo for dry and damaged hair. And then for the conditioner, I went in with this Ion Smooth Keratin conditioner. And you guys, all the products that I used, I did pick up from my local Sally's. So I'm sure if you have a Sally's anywhere near you, or if you have the online website, you would have access to get all of the same products that I use. It did come out a little bit costly. I want to say it did come into about $100, including the mixing bowl as well as the applicator brush. But I do feel like it's worth it as a whole because you're kind of buying in bulk. But I considered it as I am planning on going forward and doing a lot more frontal bleaching, so I feel like the investment was definitely worth it for myself personally, just because I do plan on going forward in the future and now trying to at least bleach all the knots out of all of my human hair units. So I feel like it was worth the investment because you do get a good amount of product and it will last you a good amount of time, at least from what I'm seeing, but we don't see. So I just wanted to show you guys my end result. I feel like the process was kind of process was a little bit painstaking for me just because I let the hair completely air dry. So after I went through the whole process of letting the bleach sit for 20 minutes, I thoroughly scrubbed it out for, I want to say, maybe 15 to 20 more minutes, just to make sure that all the bleach was completely out of the hair. I didn't want the hair to be all extra dried out. And then after that, I just let it completely air dry overnight. I sat there super long, put it on my head, and of course you guys saw, like, the curl pattern was pretty nice, but it was a little bit dried out for my liking. It was still pretty soft, but it wasn't hitting the way that I wanted it to hit, so I just went in with some water again, a little bit of mousse, and just drenched it out just to kind of get me the wet and wavy vibe that I was looking for. But I do not feel like the bleach damaged the hair. I did get some strands of shedding. I don't have any tangling, so I don't feel like the bleaching process was detrimental to the integrity of the hair, which is a plus. I think it's because I went in with such a light hand to just kind of get a feel for what I'm doing. So I feel like as a whole, I really do like it, and I just want to come in and show you guys what this hairline is looking like. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but I feel like I can honestly tell the difference a lot between bleaching the knots and not bleaching the knots. It just gives you more of a natural feel, and as you could see, I do have some of that brassiness going on, but I do feel like it blends in with my scalp pretty well. So if you do see the brassiness, it kind of just looks like scalp. But I do think the knots are a lot less noticeable, which I feel like is the main thing. I did need to add just a little thin layer of concealer to just get me the more natural vibe that I was looking for. But I feel like as a whole, I didn't need to use any of my lace tint spray, which I normally do. I didn't need to pack on my concealer like I normally do. It just makes this whole process a lot less effortless. And I think it's 100% worth it for the final result, honestly, you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Like, do you think that this was just a wash? Like, it doesn't really make a difference to you? Do you think that I didn't really do a good job? Because I think I did a pretty good job for my first time. Like, I've never messed with no bleach. I've never messed with no volume. Like, girl, this was my first time. And I am proud of myself, you know? So that's pretty much all I have to say. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If it was, just make sure you give me a like, give me a subscribe, comment down below any of the units you want me to pick up and any of the colors. And until then, I hope to see you soon. Bye.